open up your playground and we'll start with the query. This query is going to give us any active flights and the simulators that are on that flight and the ID of the simulator, because we want to be updating a currently existing simulator so that when the flight is deleted, it goes away. We don't want to mess around with our template simulators in case we break something. So make sure that you have a simulator running in Thorium and hit go, and it looks like I don't have one, so I can start one up really quick. With Thorium loaded, we can easily start a flight just like that. And then we can come here to the playground and see that flight there with the simulator ID. Now we can add our system to our simulator with the mutation. The mutation is add system to simulator. Put the simulator ID here. We put the class name, which is going to be CRM. It's the name of our class. And then any params. This is going to be a string, and we want to just use the default param, so we'll put in an empty or a string with 2 brackets. This will be converted into JSON, so that's how we do that. And if we run this add system, it should add that system to our simulator. We can check and see that it's there by checking systems and then getting the display name of our systems on this flight. And down here at the bottom, we've got a CRM114 system. Great. Just to make sure that our CRM114 doesn't disappear, let's run another mutation to trigger a snapshot. Anytime you make changes to the data in development mode, it doesn't actually persist to the snapshot. You have to manually trigger the snapshot, either using this mutation, or you can click the snapshot button over here that only exists in dev mode. Okay, let's play around with our CRM. We can check the CRM. Hang on, I want to grab the ID of my simulator again before deleting anything else. There's that. Let's query our CRM using our CRM query. Give it our simulator ID that we already grabbed, and we'll get the ID. We'll set activated, password, and the display name. And boom, there it is. You can see that it's not activated, its password is nothing. So let's change that really quick. Just to make sure that our subscriptions are working, we can create a subscription over here with the CRM update. We got to give that a simulator ID. And then down here, we'll check the ID, activated, and password. And then any changes will appear over here as they're published from the server. Okay, let's add a mutation for setting the password. And this is CRM set password. Give it the ID of our CRM, which we have right here. And we set the password. And if I trigger this, there it is. And then I can hit the CRM here, and we can see that the password did not change. So apparently something's not working right. I know what it is. What we forgot to do was import our CRM just the same way that we imported our class up here. So we've got to come down here to the index.js file. And in this case, all we have to do is import the CRM file. Not command line, CRM. Because all that we're doing is running code. We're not creating something that's pulled in by something else. Okay, this is going to update. Since we ran our snapshot, we don't have to create a new CRM. It still exists there. But when we set the password, it should actually set the password here. Great. And then if we come to our CRM update, darn, it lost the connection. So let's run that set password again, and we can see that the update appeared right here. Cool. Let's run another mutation for activating our CRM. So we set activated. Its ID is going to be this ID right here. And then activated or state is going to be true. And then if I run that activate function, it doesn't give me anything, but I can see that it actually activated it properly. And over here, I can see that it's activated as well. Now, something to notice is as long as the mutation is running, it's going to keep this red. Notice that it takes a little while to accomplish this. If I were to open this up in 2 separate tabs though, or 2 separate windows, with this in 2 windows, you'll see that even though it's taking a while for the mutation to fire, the subscription is firing immediately. See? So that means that if we have a subscription that's taking our data and updating it, and on the client side, we don't have to worry about that delay because it's just going to get the data immediately from the subscription. However, if we're performing refetch queries, where once the mutation completes, it refetches the data that another query has already pulled, or if we actually are passing data from our mutation, we have to handle that in a special way. We can do that just by grabbing CB out of the arguments here, and then checking to make sure that CB exists in case it doesn't for whatever reason, and then calling CB. If we need to pass data back with our mutation, we just put that data inside of the CB, and that's what gets passed. But I'm not going to worry about that for these events because we don't need to worry about that. All of the updates are going to come through the subscription. We now know everything that we need to know for creating these systems. The next videos are going to talk about updating functionality in an existing system and adding a process that's going to continually run in the background.